Hi everyone, I'm Holly from Get Kids Cooking.
And I'm Jo, and today we're cooking mini beef sliders thanks to Australian Good Meat.
Cooking with lean red meat like beef or lamb plays an important role in a healthy, balanced diet. Lean red meat, like we're using today, is a great source of protein.
3 to 4 red meat meals a week are recommended to make sure that we get enough protein, zinc and iron in our diets.
So let's get started making our mini beef sliders.
A healthy, balanced meal that uses lean red meat and fresh vegetables.
Lean beef mince is nice and easy to cook with, making it the perfect ingredient to include in lots of different healthy, balanced meals.
What we're going to do first is heat up this grill. You could use a barbecue, a fry pan, or a grill like this. And when it comes to the cooking, you might want to grab an adult for some help. But we're going to heat it up so it's ready to go when our burgers are ready for cooking.
I'm going to start off by chopping up some spring onions. If the kids are wanting to get into the kitchen and help out, we recommend giving them a pair of scissors. That way they can safely snip. I'm going to get chopping using a knife and holding the knife nice and safely by the handle and keeping my fingers out of the way. So I'll get chopping for you, Jo.
Perfect, thank you. While you're doing that, I'm going to start adding all the ingredients into our lean beef mince here. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of herbs. I've got mixed herbs, but you can use any herbs that you like or that you have fresh in your garden even. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic and season that with a pinch of salt and ground pepper. How are you going on the chopping there, Holes?
All done for you, Jo. Shall we add those into the bowl as well?
Excellent.
Now that all the ingredients are in there with your mince, you can either use a spoon to mix them through,
or today I'm going to use my hands. I've just washed them so they're nice and clean, and this helps all of the ingredients get really well combined. So now that this is all really well combined, I'm going to shape it into 12 small patties. So I'm going to take a bit of the mixture, roll it into a ball like this, and then squash them flat just a little bit, and pop them on my plate over here, and I'm going to make 12 of those ready for cooking.
While Jo is getting our little beef patties ready, I'm going to prepare a few things for the assembly that's going to happen a little bit later on. We've got some of these toothpicks which are going to go through the center of the bun to hold the little sliders together. And we're going to top them with some cherry tomatoes. So I've grabbed a serrated knife and I'm simply going to saw our little cherry tomatoes in half like this and get a stick here, poke it through, push it all the way to the end like that, and I'm going to prepare 12 of those as well for each of our burgers.
So these are ready to cook, Holly, and our grill's hot. So I'm going to spray it with a little olive oil and get these patties on cooking and leave them for about 3 minutes on this side before I flip them over.
While Jo is getting our burgers cooked, I'm going to prepare our little slider buns and some cheese slices. So we've got some here. Taking a knife, I'm going to cut them into quarters. So 4 pieces, just like this. Nice little squares ready to go on top of the meat while it's cooking. We're using today some of these mini brioche buns, but you can use any kind of bread rolls that you can find. What I need to do is split them in half. So nice and safely, I'm going to place my hand on the top of the roll and just using a serrated knife, cut it through the center. That way we have a top and a bottom of our little buns.
Okay, these burger patties are cooking really nicely. So I'm going to turn them over, and once I've got them all turned over, I'm going to put a small slice of cheese on top of each one so it melts nicely.
They are smelling amazing. While Joe finishes off cooking our little burgers, you can see I've got all of our little buns ready, and I'm going to start spreading on one side of the bun a little bit of tomato sauce, and on the other side of the bun, some mayonnaise. Our meat is almost finished cooking. So what I'm going to add into our burgers now is some lettuce leaves. You can add any other fillings that you might like, or things like barbecue sauce or mustard.
My kids love a slice of beetroot on theirs, so I'm sure we'll be changing it up for each person. So these meat patties are ready. I'm going to pop them on top of the lettuce and Holly can put them together.
Now for the fun part, Joe, building all our little burgers. First step is take the top or the lid of the brioche bun, flip it over onto the top, hold it steady, then grab one of those little toothpicks that we popped the cherry tomatoes on, and that's going to go all the way through the middle and hold it steady with the tomato on the top.
Wow, they look amazing. Let me give you a hand building them.
Let's get busy, 11 more to do. Wow, and there we have it, our mini beef sliders using Australian beef.
Thanks for joining us here in the kitchen, and we hope to see you at the next Royal Show. Thanks to Australian Good Meat and presented by Meat and Livestock Australia.
In the meantime, the best way that you can support Australian farmers is to cook with Australian produce. So
happy cooking
and happy eating.